How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Cardano, along with about 450 other cryptocurrencies, were just labeled commodities in one of the biggest countries in the world. I want to talk about that. Talk about some news that's happening here today in the US, a new Bitcoin ETF going through and being traded today, along with some other news and a couple warnings for you out there. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification underneath the video. And I do want to thank a sponsor of the channel, Islamic Coin, but we'll talk more about that later. Now, as you can see, the overall crypto market is down a little bit here today. Overall, though, Bitcoin is still up about 0.5% over the last 24 hours. Dominance is moving up a bit, almost approaching 52%, which is pretty much where we've been so far over the last couple weeks. That's been about the high. We're at 51.8% right now, though. And overall, Bitcoin has made just an incredible run over the last couple weeks. And it's okay to have a little bit of a cooling off period where we trend sideways, especially with the stock market going down after last week and this week, kind of trending sideways or going down a bit. That is okay because that is healthy just to see a bit of a pullback. Now, keep in mind, we do have PCE coming out on Friday, a little bit of a quiet week so far, but we will get to have a really exciting couple of weeks starting in July where we do get the next Fed meeting, we get more inflation data, we get earnings. Now, we've had a lot of excitement over the last month or so as well with all the lawsuits and stuff going on, with all the spot Bitcoin ETF applications, and now we're starting to see other countries weigh in on this too. The Indonesian government has released a list of tradable cryptocurrencies, including BTC, ETH, Litecoin, Solana, ADA, XRP, DOT, Sand, Uni, etc. A total of 501 cryptocurrencies covering almost all tokens recognized as securities by the SEC. In another article, keep in mind that this is translated from their own documents, so there are different interpretations of it. That didn't say anything about them really being commodities. It just says that they're tradable. In this article, though, they say that the commodity futures trading in Indonesia classified over 450 cryptocurrencies, including Cardano, as commodities, allowing them to be traded within regulatory frameworks. So that provides a little bit more clarification that because they are commodities, they can be traded. So according to the document's preamble, extensive evaluations were conducted before listing the cryptocurrencies, including utility, functionality, and intrinsic value within their respective blockchain ecosystems. By subjecting these cryptocurrencies to such scrutiny, Babeti noted that it aimed to provide clarity and investor protection while promoting innovation and technology advancement in the cryptocurrency space. Keep in mind that this is the fourth largest country in the world in terms of population. So this is a big step. This is really positive news, and I don't see too many people covering it at this point. A lot of articles just talk about Cardano, but this is a change for the entire crypto community. This is a change for all of crypto, really. And hopefully the US sees this and realizes, hey, we do want to foster innovation and advancement in the cryptocurrency space. Maybe we should push to classify these as commodities as well. Now, I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Now, before we go any further, I want to thank partner of the channel, Islamic Coin. So Islamic Coin is the native token of HAC, which is the proof of stake blockchain that operates on Cosmos via the EVMOS protocol. What they're trying to do is basically give the global Muslim faithful an instrument through which they could participate in the digital economy. Described as a halal asset, Islamic Coin is said to be the first compliant to Sharia. Islam is one of the largest religions in the world. If you didn't know, they have about 2 billion people that follow their principles, about 1/4 of the overall population on earth. Recently, their co-founder for Islamic Coin said that they could have up to $1 trillion valuation. They say they know that it will happen gradually, but if 3 to 4% of the Muslim online community holds a coin, it could become Bitcoin-like in nature. Now, of course, depends on how much they buy, and they have to get to that point. But as of now, they are growing nicely. They have 1.1 million followers over on Twitter, and their next step is to go on some large exchanges. That is their major goal because they're already done with the pre-sale. If you want to, you can also get qualified to get part of their airdrop. That's also something they have coming up. You can download the Hack Wallet. I'll leave links to this underneath the video, also to their socials. So definitely check them out. Thank you to Islamic Coin for being a partner of the channel, and let's get back to the video. Now, of course, always do your due diligence. I'm not telling you to buy or sell any cryptocurrencies, so do your own research. Now, here in the US, we do have a new ETF starting trading today, and that's a leveraged Bitcoin futures ETF. This is a 2x leveraged Bitcoin ETF. We'll probably get more information either end of today or tomorrow on how much it was traded. I would not be surprised if it didn't have huge volumes, at least compared to some of the ETFs that came in during the last bull market, because we are in a bear market. I would not expect billions of dollars to flow into this day one, but the next Bitcoin cycle, the next bull run, I would not be surprised if a lot of people try to play this. And I think it is mostly just a big step because the SEC approved this. They're approving a new type of ETF. They're coming out so hard against crypto every single day, and then they approve this ETF. And we're seeing other large institutions start to file for spot ETFs. So it seems like they're changing their stance a little bit. And there are some rumors that Fidelity is preparing to file a spot Bitcoin ETF as well. This is coming out from the block. This is being widely distributed. It seems like I said, the SEC might just be changing their view a little bit. Now, I do want to talk about crypto a little bit more, but first I do want to hit on some things happening in the stock market and a couple things that I think you should be careful of. First of all, Volvo is going to adopt Tesla's North American charging standard. By early 2024, existing vehicles may use the supercharger network with an adapter. In 2025, new Volvos will be equipped with the NACS charging port. Another country adopting Tesla's charging, I think it's beneficial to definitely Volvo, but also to Tesla as well. It seems like every single company is jumping on this bandwagon. So good news for Tesla there. Want to be a little bit careful too. Something I just saw. There's one specific influencer that talks about WBA a lot, Walgreens Boots Alliance, and is pretty bullish on them. They have fallen down a lot, and I'm not saying anything against this creator or anything. They've done quite well in the past, but since the peak in 2015, they're down 70%. And if you go 22 years back, you could still be down about $12 a share. You could have bought in around $40, $42. You could be down 30% 22 years later. So when you're buying stocks, there are a lot of things you have to look at, but make sure that it is in a sticky industry, or make sure the company is sticky in its industry. It's got a wide moat. Make sure that it's growing and make sure that it has good fundamentals. Walgreens just missed and also guided down for the year, and they're down 9% here today. Don't just look at the dividend yield. Just a little warning there. I've looked at Walgreens before, but I have not been buying because even though it's got a high dividend yield, the fact is that it is not a growth beast. It's not a company that's becoming more valuable over time. If anything, it's just getting disrupted by companies like Amazon, Costco, those types of companies. And it had a big pump during the COVID pandemic where they're getting a lot of revenue because of shots and testing and that kind of thing, but that's pretty much died down now. Now, overall, crypto's looking pretty healthy today. Keep in mind, we only have 293 days left to the next Bitcoin halving. Now, this might not be perfect. This is an estimate, but based on how many blocks we have left, we have less than 10 months. So it's time to get ready. You have a couple more months, a handful of months before the Bitcoin reward goes down and then the price inevitably goes up. And we have even less time than this for some of these ETF applications to get approved. Now, let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Thank you so much. Check out the links again to Islamic Coin, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.